Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Blackhawks Be a GM. So when I left off, we were looking at the conundrum of Cam Fowler. Now, I wanted to also take a look here quickly at all the 4.5-star players that are forwards that are available. So let's take a peek here. Now, we talked about Barzal, but his value is way too high. There's also this one guy, Gauthier in the Islanders. He's a playmaker, could play now. With that passing and all that stuff is really good. But I really want defensively aware players. So I keep coming back to Blake Clark, 22 years old, 66 overall. He's kind of like Noel, except Noel's a year younger. They'd be kind of like a 1-2 punch, those two. They would come through, I think, really well if we went after Clark. Now, there's also Grigorenko. There's the Mantha-Shinkarik combo. You get two 4.5-star players who are both 25 years old, or 24 years old, right? Yeah, both 24 years old, both on the cusp of being in the NHL. Not exactly something I want because their defensive awareness is very poor. So if they're that close to making the NHL and they're not that defensively aware, I don't really want them. Versus Clark is already at 77 defensive awareness. That's going to go up even higher. So I think Clark might be the best bet for us. So we go here, and we're going to send Cam Fowler their way. Now, value, it's pretty close, but we could probably tack on an extra player. Maybe a 3.5 yellow star player. Maybe Bigris. He's a two-way defenseman, 65 overall, 24 years old. Could be worth the gamble. There's also McGillney. He's 63 overall center, power forward, 74 faceoffs, 22 years old. Might be an option too. Actually, I think I might throw McGillney on there. So if we went Clark and McGillney for Cam Fowler, I think that would probably go through. So I think this is a good deal. Now, I heard all your guys' opinions on everything. Actually, before we do that trade, we'll keep that in mind. I'm just going to trade this to defense. Let's see what's available for defense, because we don't necessarily need... There's not much. Yeah, Riley and Nurse are the only defensemen that are really considered high value. And Edmonton has Nurse. Nurse, 77 overall, two-way defenseman. We talked about him before, but I think I'd rather have the forwards if that's the case. What about goalies? McBride... 4.5-star hybrid goaltender. They've got Hope, 4.5-star goaltender. We could always pick up him. Sundikov, 85 overall. I mean, we could do a straight across trade for these guys. Bolyas, yep. Graham, he's got high value. And then Bilya, of course, has 5 yellow stars. Julio Bilya and Michael Giugavi. Where's our guy? He must not be old enough. Hold on. Let's open that up to the 26 years old. Yeah, Daniel Cotton is 25. That's why. So yeah, that opens up a couple more, but you know what? Nothing. Let's check defense again. You get a few. You get Reinhardt. Reinhardt is 25 years old. He never really maxed out. Pouliot, no. Larson, no. Lindholm, no. He's got terrible offensive awareness. Great defensive awareness, but for an offensive defenseman, not what we want. So I think I'm going to go with that forward. We'll go with the forward. We'll take... Oh. There we go. Search this one here. And, whoops. Where is he here? Clark. All right, so I think I'm going to make this trade. I feel like this will be the best bet for us. Clark. And we're going to go after... Hold on. McGillney. And we will send... Where is he? Oop. Sorted by potential on this side, too. We'll send Fowler their way. So will this go through? It's got cap space to boot. McGillney and Clark for Cam Fowler. Will this go through? No. It doesn't... I don't see that, though, in terms of something outstanding. You've met our block needs well enough, but the value you have on the table is too far off. Okay, so let's take McGillney off. Clark. And let's ask for a pick in return. Let's ask for a third-round pick in return. Because they didn't want to get rid of either of those players. That's probably the problem. Will this go... Well, let's try this. Will this go through? No, it won't. This would include having to put Mike Komisarek on waivers. Because of this, we do not feel that the trade is worth it to the Colorado Avalanche. Okay, what if I retained $100,000 from Cam Fowler? That seems to work. Will this go through? Wow, you're trying to change the salaries in this proposal, but they're still not willing to accept. Okay, so I guess we can't make that trade. They don't want to have to put their guy on the block, and unfortunately, there's not much you can do about that. So let's go back to the trading block. Let's search for this again. Hold on. Search for this again. Now, we could go after Nylander if we wanted to. Another sniper. William Nylander. He's in that range. He's a good option for us. We could also go after Mantha and Shinkarik, but I don't really want to go after them. I would rather go after Nylander, who's got some growing to do. So let's go after Nylander then. If that's the case there, that's unfortunate. They will take Fowler, so that's good. Now in return, we could probably ask for somebody small. If Namestnikov wasn't an NHL player already, we could take him. We couldn't take Wilson or Wesley. We could probably take Holloway off their hands. A grinder. I would take this grinder off their hands just because he's a grinder. Okay, now will that go through? That might go through. So we'll try Cam Fowler for William Nylander and Mark Holloway. I mean, we have a poor relationship with them. Will this go through? No. Too far off. Let's take Holloway off. We'll try it without that. Cam Fowler for Nylander straight across. No. They'd have to put Slater Cuckoo on waivers, so that's part of the problem here. Okay, so we're going to be running into this a lot. Let's actually, you know what? Let me do that again. Let me try something. Let's go after Clark. And we're going to go after... Okay, we'll go after Clark, and we will give them Fowler. And then in return, we're going to ask for a roster player with low value. Okay, let's see here. Who's in the NHL that has low value? Mures. This guy here. All right. Garrett Mures, 3.5 yellow star, 26 years old. They've got him in the NHL. They wouldn't have to put a guy through waivers with that trade. All right. And in addition to this, I'm going to ask for a pick. I'm going to ask for the third. Okay. So Clark, Mures, and Fowler for a third and a third round. Sorry. Clark, Mures, and a third for Fowler. Will it go? No. Value's too far off. Let's take the third off. Let's just do Mures and Clark straight across. Will it go? No. Okay. Hold on. They still have to waive Cuckoo? How is that possible? Oh, because they're taking on a defenseman. Okay, hold tight. They have any defense? Okay, good. Value's getting lower there. Okay, so let's go see if there's a defenseman instead. Wilson. There you go. Ryan Wilson. Now we have a poor relationship. Let's try and boost our relationship before we make this trade then. I'll do the pick swaps. 7. Oh my god, it doesn't work anymore. Okay, this isn't good. Okay, let's try this again. Fowler. And we're going to send we want... Oh, Jesus Christ. Where are we here? Clark. Okay, and we're going to take back a defenseman. And I'll give them a pick, too, to make this go through. We'll take back Wilson. Oh, Komisarek. They want to get rid of Komisarek, so they wouldn't have to waive him. Okay, so we'll take back Komisarek, and that might go through. Let's try this. Will this go through? There we go. We believe this transaction will contribute to success here in Colorado, so they will accept. So we get a prospect in the trade here. Let's go to coaching options. Let's go to edit lines. There we go. Okay, so we've got Forbert and Komisarek. No, we are going to go to roster moves. We're going to call up our boy who's gone up to 85 overall. There he is, Clendening. Call him up. That's fine. We don't need to put him down through the waivers. And then we will send Clark down. And we'll send Komisarek down. And if he gets picked off, I guess I really don't care. No, nobody claimed him, so I didn't think that would happen. All right, defense now. We're going to put on our boy here, Clendening. Two-way defenseman. Is anybody else scratched here, or are we good to go? I think we're good to go. Yeah, I think... Well, you know what? We might actually put... No, Clendening and Forbert on that top one. Good. And then Honka and Levi. We'll keep them together. They're doing well together. You know what? Because... What's Levi? Levi has a good shot, right? Does Clendening have a good shot now? I can't remember. Oh, defense. Clendening. He has a decent shot, but not power play worthy. So I'm happy leaving him off. Our penalty kill. Let me just go back to defense. Let's see what Clendening's defensive awareness is. 88 overall. So I'm just going to do best lines, and we'll see what happens here. So best lines. Yes. Okay, so Klimchuk, Chasen, Druin, and Chasen. Shaw, third line. Trainer, fourth line. Chasen here. Denal. Nordstrom. Okay, there you go. Oh, and Trainer and Denal. There you go. Good. I like that there. And then defensively, Letty, Jones, Forbert, Clendening, Levi, and Honka. Power play, Kane and Taze. Druin, we're going to have here next to Taze. Klimchuk is a lefty, right? I believe he is. Yeah, he is a lefty. So we're going to switch him over here. Patrick Kane is a lefty as well. We have too many left-hand snipers. So we'll put Patrick Kane there because it's more of a playmaker. And then I will put Chasen in here instead of that dude. All right. Druin and Kane. Let's switch these two around. Like that. And Patrick Kane. No. We want Kadri out there. Kadri and Klimchuk. Okay. Penalty kill. Taze and Druin. Nordstrom and Trainer. Fine. Do they have the defense on there? Clendenning is on there. Penalty kill. Clendenning's on there. Good. 4-on-4. Taze and Kane. Druin and Klimchuk. No, we're going to switch those around. Get a sniper and a playmaker. Sniper sort of playmaker. Kadri and Shaw. I'm going to put Chasen out there. Keep this all fixed up and make it look good. Taze and Druin. No, we're going to switch those around and we're going to put Klimchuk out there. Goalie. Yep. Okay, and then let's go to the minors. Rockford. Let's leave it as is because we sent that guy down. We don't want to change that up. So, oh, wait, hold on. Best lines. We will do best lines. Okay, hold on. Brett Clark, there he is. So, put him here. Street, did he have potential? No, so I don't really care about him. Dauphin, up. Hartman, up. Biggs, you can stay up there. Noel, up. Baptiste. Okay, he's got potential, so we'll leave him there. Defense, Murphy and Komisarek, no. Oh. Who's scratched from the defense? Anybody? Kopak, I really don't care about these guys. No. All right, fine. Good enough there. And then goaltending, let's make sure we got the right starter in there. Percenti, perfect. All right, we're good to go now. Let us continue our sim here. We'll get through the trade deadline. We'll see if this trade helps us at all. I think it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. Scout assignment. All right, so there's a first rounder there in Russia. What about defense in Russia? Nobody. Okay, let's continue with forwards. Bunch of top 10s there. OHL, not many. You know what? OHL will do for a month in the OHL. Okay, get a little bit more information. Okay. Trade negotiations. There you go. That queued it up. St. Louis has a proposal. Let's see what they're going to say. Gillies in a second for Gleason. No, I don't need Gleason. All right, shut that down. Not making any more trades. Made the trade I want to make. Ottawa's calling. A second for Rich Peverly. No, I don't need to add Peverly. I need to add prospects to the system is what I need to add. There's probably going to be another. Nope, no offers there. Okay. Oh, Florida now. What do you want, Florida? First and Rupp for Ryan Whitney. No. Well, hold on. Is there anybody here that they could potentially give away that has potential? Let's see. Zaka. Pavel Zaka, 60 overall, two-way forward. Not bad. All right. And then they've also got McHugh, a 4 red star. They got LeBlanc, a 3.5 green star. Oh, I forgot to peer offline. Hold on. I hate when that happens. Busy. There we go. He's pretty good. Offensive defenseman, 22 years old. 66 overall. He's going to get better. His defensive awareness is already at a really good level. He could be a possibility. What kind of value does this send back? What kind of value does Whitney have? No, we're looking for that kind of guy. Yeah, we need that kind of value. Okay, so we got to move LeBlanc off. We couldn't even take... We might be able to take McHugh. 4 red star left wing playmaker. I would take McHugh off their hands for that pick. We'll take Whitney off. Take McHugh off. Oh, take LeBlanc off. Put McHugh on. That's not a bad trade. Our 2019 first and Rupp for that guy. That's not a bad trade. No, I'm going to hold on to the pick. I don't want to trade away picks unless it's a guaranteed player. Nope. Well, Bo Horvat got moved. Turn that down. All right, so that's the end of the trade deadline. Uneventful as usual. Oh, we might be able to get some players. Korpakowski, no. Powell, no. And Strawman, no. All right, good enough. Oh, it's going to probably sim this game, too, because we were doing a simulation. Oh, and a 5-2 win. We usually lose right after the trade deadline, it seems. If we don't make any moves, we lose the games. I don't know why that is. So we didn't get to the 40 wins like I was looking for from the end of that. Wow, 6-1. from the deadline. But we got there right after, so that's good. And Druin actually scored a hat trick in that game against Philadelphia, so maybe something's going right here. Oh, Everly's in Pittsburgh. Look at that. Not their top scorer, too, 19 goals. And we continue to streak along here. That's what I like to see. And we need a strong finish. We had a couple really shaky months where things weren't going as well as they should have. So we definitely need to rebound here with some good streaks of wins to stay atop the standings, get another President's Trophy, and be competitive for the Stanley Cup Finals. You know, they want us to make the second round at least. So we need to be further than that. We need to get to the Stanley Cup Finals this year. I think, again, 4 years in a row, that would be pretty impressive, I think. And I don't think that has been done since the New York Islanders. I believe since the New York Islanders, no team has appeared in the Stanley Cup Final 4 times in a row. Oh, wow, a 9-2 loss to San Jose. Not exactly what you like to see, but a rebound win. And we're currently at, what, 99 points? So we're close to that 100 mark. There you go, it's 101. Perfect. And I wanted Druin to get to about 44 goals this year. I don't know if he's going to get there. He's 9 goals away from that. He's going to need a huge push here at the end of the season. And I don't even know how many games remain at this point. I don't feel like doing the math in my head as we sim. You know, as games get added to it, it makes it a little bit more difficult. And Taze hasn't been getting assists, if you notice. He's been at 51 for quite a while now, and it's not exactly the most fun thing when you can't get any assists. And there you go. He gets one and Druin scores, so that's a big plus there, seeing those guys produce. That's what you want that top line to do, right? That's what you want them to do. All right, come on, guys. Let's get to 50 wins here. Come on. This is probably the last game of the month. We'll just finish the sim. Let's see what's going on here. One more game against Edmonton, 3-1 win. And, oh, no, we got one more against St. Louis. We got back-to-backs. Druin's close. Wow, that's a big win right there. And he got 2 goals in it, so that's good. Forwards. Oh, there's that elite top 5 there. You know what? I'm interested in this guy from Russia. I really am, because he could be a guy that falls to us. He could fall to us. All right, so we got 39 goals for Druin. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games remaining. 5 games remaining. He needs to get about 5 or 6 goals in 5 games. Can he do that? We're so close here. And I don't know how close we are to winning the President's Trophy. I'm sure we're close. I mean, we're at 109 points at this point in time. I'd imagine that we're probably pretty close. And there's Druin. He got 2 in that one. So if he gets a goal in each one of these final games, he'll get to that 44, which is what I wanted him to get. And he'll win not the President's Trophy. He'll win the Art Ross, or the Maurice Richard at the very least, possibly the Art Ross for his production, because he's had a good year, had a very good year. He got another goal there, so he's still keeping up at that pace. 2 more goals in 3. Oh, actually, I guess it's not even a goal per game. He could get to 46 goals or 45 goals if he really wanted to. Not if he wanted to, but if he had the choice. All right, so these last 2 are got to be wins, and he's got to score some here. He's got to score some. Here's one against Winnipeg. 7-4 win. Wow, he's at the 44 mark, so we got 2 in that one. And we got 1 more game against Colorado. We'll do a quick wrap up here, and then when we come back, we'll look at who we're going to be playing in the first round of the playoffs. Keep you guys on the edge of your seat. Let's see. And a 3-2 loss, so he doesn't get to that 45 point, but he got to the 44, which is what I wanted. All right, so we are not up there for goals against average. We're not up there for save percentage. We are up there for points. Taze led the league in points. Druin was 3rd. Kane was 5th at almost a point per game. Cotton had the most wins in the league at 44. Assists, Taze and Kane are number 2 and 3. And then goals, we got Jonathan Druin up there at 44 goals, so he's doing his job. Let's take a look here. Standings, we finished with 115 points, 1 point shy. 1 point shy of the President's Trophy. You must be kidding me. And we actually end up 2nd in our division because of that. So we'll have a very easy first round playoff, I think, because of that. But that is a pain in the butt. All right, let's do a quick review. We'll do team stats and see where we led and everything. Everybody played for 82 games. So yeah, 2nd in the league. Goals for per game, we're number 1. Goals against per game, we're number 3, so we did drop off a bit. Our power play percentage, we're in 10th. I like that. And our penalty kill, we were 1st in the league in the penalty kill. 88.7. So focusing on those defensive players really helped a lot in terms of our penalty kill, and probably won us quite a few games by being able to shut the door. Let's look at the player stats. We know how the top line did. They each had almost a point per game. Kane was the only one that didn't get a point per game. Druin was at a point per game. So yeah, 86 points for Taze. That's a really good year for him. Last year he had, 79, so good year for him. Whoop, just about dropped my controller. Druin had 82 points, so that's a drop from last year, but an increase from the year before. Kane had 81 points, I believe. Yeah, that's about the same as last year, almost identical. Chasen, he put up 53 points this year. Unbelievable numbers for him. Good for Chasen. He's doing his job there. Kadri, he's on there too. 44 points through 82 games. Klimchuk, he had 24 goals this year. Last year he had 36. So it is a drop for him. But that's the fewest goals he's, minus this one. That's the fewest goals he's scored in the season. But that's okay. We'll expect an increase for him next year. Look at Levi. 39 points in his first NHL campaign. Not bad at all. I gotta say, Austin Levi did great. Seth Jones, what's he at? He's at 36 points. This is pretty much average for Seth. 34 points for Letty. He kind of petered off towards the end, but that's average for him in the end. Honka with 28 points. That's the same as last year. Andrew Shaw put up 28 points. That is a drop. That's okay. Nordstrom, 27 points. His second NHL campaign. Quite the increase, especially in plus minus. Look at that. From minus 25 to plus 12. That's huge. Tanner Pearson put up 24 points. That's his third NHL campaign from the looks of things. Maybe more. But he ended up with 24 points. That's 7 more than his highest. Peter Traynor, another solid year on the fourth line. A -1, but that's okay. You expect that kind of stuff from time to time. Drew LeBlanc had a -4 and 20 points. And then Philip Deneau, playing on the fourth line, had 20 points and a -1. Is that his first NHL year? Yeah, first NHL year. Derek Forbert, 14 points in his first NHL year as a defensive defenseman. What's his discipline like? 75. He took 161 penalty minutes. Not bad. Clendening, he's an 86 overall now. So he's jumping like crazy. He only had 8 points, but in 20 games. So Clendening is definitely producing. Definitely producing. But it's not his first NHL season. It's his third. So he did really well. Did really well for 20 games. That's on pace for about 42 points. Not bad. All right, goalies. Cotton put up a save percentage of 9.251. Hall with a 9.314. And shutouts, 5 for Cotton. 3 for Hall. And he had 3 shutouts in 16 games. Philip Hall had a great year for us, guys. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. When we come back, we're going to find out who we're going to be playing in the first round. So until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.